this way we don't lose any armor.
Ooh, tired.
Alright, Phantom Element will resume moving to OP Champion.
That worried me for a little bit. Thought he was desyncing.
Phantom moving times, no. Short halt. Moving out. Short halt here, we've got good eyes on the town to our east.
We might still be too far away.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm sitting there trying to look. I got no eyes.
And we're 1,600 meters from closest building I can see. 13.
Yeah, past about 1350. I see nothing but fog.
Alright, Frago, we're going to nix everything to the north. I want to get closer to this town of Nikora. I feel things were popping in and out of render, so I want to get a better idea of what we're dealing with there.
Copy.
I'm thinking either 947 would be good, or actually getting up to the OP. But
I'm thinking 734 over to the east, bearing 84.
I'm looking at that peak that's right straight ahead to the east. Yeah, east southeast. That's 947.
Yeah. I'm looking at the one directly across from that.
Now. Shots.
Contact.
Sounds like A&A.
Short halt in the shade here, catch your breath.
Is our bird up, do you know?
Negative. I mean, guessing that Altenberg's still there, they're probably both still at the base. I'm gonna try on one long range.
Alright.
K-bar, Delta Delta 70.
What's the plan, boss?
Negative.
Alright.
Phantom moving east. Eyes on smoke and tracers.
Is there any way we can get on this rock behind us?
Hey, Blue, see if we can climb up on this rock that's immediately behind us to get a better eyes view.
Blue copies.
Yeah, full of insurgents, looks like.
Yeah? I can't get it on that. But yeah, that looks like let's
Hey, there's like dozens.
Negative. Too steep all the way around. There is a
Solid
better
copy.
rock southeast up the hill, though.
So I copy. Go investigate that. See if you can get on that, and tell us what you see into the town.
Actually, scratch that. I might have a way up.
group of them
Solid.
in front of the bus.
Do you see?
Walk-
Yeah, I got a way up here. It's not very much, but I got a way up.
Bus?
There's a bus full of troops.
I'm
Solid
gonna-
copy. Just go ahead and fall back to our position.
I'm right above you. If you come around to your right, you'll be taking the way up.
10-4.
Oh yeah, this'll do. This'll do. This'll do.
Duncan, get your soft limb up here. You get a better eye view inside.
Dude, I've got dozens. I mean, I'm talking dozens of guys in the paddy fields. Massive numbers here. Is that a
697 meters.
Yeah, and is that a bus full of? So this is a full training grounds or something. I mean, they've got a siren post in the middle here.
Alright.
Is that a fucking bus full of dudes or
That's a
civvies?
bus full of
I'm gonna
dudes.
try.
Hard to PID, but I mean this place is full. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me squeeze out. Let me squeeze out of your way.
Fell down.
My bad. Sorry, I'm breaking your expensive equipment there, Duncan.
Hey, just careful skylining because they could
Yeah.
potentially come after us
Yeah,
if
yeah.
they spot us.
All right, I'm gonna start filing the patrol rep.
Because those poppy fields are only 600 meters away.
Not work.
Okay, cool. All right. Pardon me, gents. I'm gonna be immobile here for a
Those
second.
dudes are full-fledged sprinting down there.
Could you
Okay.
send myself flame one? Thing. This happened. My soul flame fell.
Okay, that's
It's like some of them are staring directly at us and others are full-fledged sprinting. Like there's one dude pointing
yeah,
right
yeah,
at
yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's in the poppy fields. Like
Mhm.
I don't know if
Mhm.
he sees us or not, but
I read you.
we could possibly trigger him.
Yeah. Let's. Oh, there's a fucking up. I think it's okay. Bearing.
User disconnected from your channel.
078. Towards us. And guys moving this
That's
way.
a section size element.
There's a turret at bearing 078. Looks like a mounted grenade launcher on
Good
the
copy.
rooftop.
K-bar Delta here. We are observing town of Etkora or whatever. Massive enemy troops there. Couple section size elements are inside of
A
it. We are
platoon's worth
observing
at
the moment.
least.
Like at least a platoon's worth. At the
Yep.
moment, we're just trying to figure out what kind of elements we're dealing with, and if we need you. But obviously, get the AH back to the FOB and wait for further tasking.
How many can fit on the AH?
fucking 3.
And the
Actually,
co-pilot.
2 is the pilot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
We're
want
gonna
him
need to
bring
get.
everyone.
We're gonna need to get exfilled here. So maybe scratch the AH.
Roger. Scratch
need
the
to-
AH. Switch out for MH. Little bird.
We need to get away
exfil.
from this place for that.
Oh yeah, no,
Sorry.
we will. But there's a good 10-15 minute transit time for him to get here. Shots at us. Disengage.
Shots at us.
Yeah,
Pull back.
We're gonna
Pull back.
Those bastards. I knew they would see us.
They got some damn good eyesight. All right.
That means we need to haul ass.
Yeah, we're gonna disengage. Fall straight to the west. We're gonna go. We're gonna head back to where we dropped Altenburg off, which is around 1619. So we're just gonna head straight west here.
Good copy. We had shots at us.
Snap.
We're taking some indirect fire. I hear contacts that's impacting around us.
Went over my head.
Yeah, solid copy. Let's just continue to disengage as far as we can. We'll set up an HLZ once the bird is within about the kilometer.
Good copy. We can set up HLZ as soon as we can and hold there. He's at the run.
Possibly 10 mics. He's at the runway soon.
10-4.
This is super good right here, but I don't know if you want to go any farther.
Let's keep moving for now. I'm concerned that they're going to send up a...
If we wait here
Recon
for 10 minutes,
team.
they'll be close.
Exactly.
Agreed. We need to keep moving until he's close, and then find the best HLZ we got.
Even though this is really good. It's not as steep.
I'm still surprised they're able to see us. It's dark out. But I guess there's a full moon tonight, so I haven't had my nods on at all. Yeah, that's fair. But that was the best position to get. I mean, we got great intel. A platoon's worth of fucking dudes. A bus carrying a whole section's worth of extra guys. Some mounted weapons. Probably, I think we could. That's definitely like a bastion or a stronghold or something like that. I mean, big time. I'm thinking that if this is going to be an objective we'll hit much later in the deployment because
Like we're hearing them fucking either indirectly firing towards us or A&A again.
I think they're probably firing towards where we were in the event that there were us there.
Yeah. This is looking good right here somewhere. So this little clearing is good enough, but
Yeah.
We're about 1.5 clicks out.
yeah.
Um,
Guessed ETA.
you can guess as ETA?
I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
5 mics. He's getting over the last set of hills. Or whatever mountain.
Yeah, let's keep moving. I think by the
Alright.
time 5 mics gets here, we'll have found another flat plateau.
Alright.
This is not a good defensible position either. They
Yeah,
can come up on us.
We're continuing up.
Yeah, if we continue. Look, we're gonna keep following these little plateaus, keeping the spine.
Yeah.
They're still firing at something.
Yeah, no clue on what though.
Set up in the shadows here and watch to the east. This is a really solid position for a quick insert in exfil.
Copy.
Three 0 seconds.
Move, move, move.
All on dust.
Oh, good shit, gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so what do we know from this patrol? So, town of Enton and Nico. So we have full-sized style elements, least 2 worth 5 men, if not more. Heavy weapons, static. Alright, that patrol rep is filed. Whew.
That's good patrol, boys.
That's a hefty one. That was solid. I mean, it took us a hot second, and that terrain is brutal.
It is. Yeah, there's a lot of short halts. We got light source left side.
Left side, yep.
Just flew past the light source. Just FYI on that.
It sounded like it was a good shot too, but
Negative. Just keep going.
just keep us going back. But I'll note that there was some contact on the way back through the pass. I'll give this pass a name. I'll try to find a position where it was thinking around like T10 or something. I think
He
it's
was
16, 17 over there, but yeah.
He was within one of the saddles.
Mm-hmm.
They nestled it in a saddle.
Yeah, good to know.
It's not on a hilltop or a ridge line. It's on a saddle.
Yeah, okay. So along this road at least, mark that.
Yeah.
Flying on this road.
Yeah, they took a one shot, and that was it.
I'm surprised I haven't seen any Vicks going along the roads either. That's what I was looking for as we were traveling
Yeah.
on the mountainside.
Yeah, for sure. That's the one thing I was wondering if there's ever going to be any hostile vehicles. But then again, I thought about it, and how would they drive? I mean, we struggle to get around.
I mean, I've seen enemy Vicks before. They have armor capabilities, but it's also nighttime. They're probably not driving around.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Yeah. When we touch down, let's just quickly touch base in the briefing room, and then we can dismiss. I assume you guys are going to want to maybe participate on Tuesday in the RRC op, so we don't need to go all the way back out to Mike 2.
Yeah, we don't need to.
If I don't participate on Tuesday, I'll end up flying back.
Yeah, I mean, we can just adjust it. This is just one thing that we'll have to make work. It won't be that big of a deal. What we can
That's
do...
alright. I'll just get I'll get heloed in, because I was on a recon mission.
We'll just do it early. Yeah, we'll just get heloed in, and then we'll do the briefing at Mike 2 on the weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, I jump in about an hour and a half prior
Saturday,
anyways.
we could get us up there.
Yeah, no worries.
Trying to fuck us up. It's a little rough.
I'm gonna watch the recording later, but that fucking green tracer just went over right in my helmet. I left.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised they saw it. We're about 7 nothing but fucking eyes.
Yeah,
And
but
I saw
point. It's fucking clear as day right now. You can see that without. Line of sight on that hilltop, and we got great eyes. Like that. And we didn't take a single casualty, so.
Nope.
That's what's up.
So, I'm guessing
Which
we're not
one?
putting these away.
The first one.
I would say you can drop your uniforms in the box. I'm not gonna say anything about that. You know what box is yours. If it's missing, then we'll adjust.
Yeah, Jackson was saying that if you're confirmed on the RRC squad, you leave your stuff in your boxes. But if you're like one of the fucking privates or something,
Yeah,
who's
then
just helping out, he says no. Go to the arsenal box every time for RRC.
yeah. So for this, that'll be fine. All right, cool. So let's quickly.
Where should I drop my recon photos?
Yeah, I said just mention two price so you can
Yeah,
post them.
just send them to me through PersCom, and then I'll get them on the forum post. That'll be how we do it. All right, let's see. Can I review? I'd like to look at the sit reps that we have so far.
You know, I brought my own body bag and I didn't need it. I'm glad.
Fantastic. As I just try and now navigate some of this shit.
Oh, the first 3 of these boxes have stuff in them. Temporarily store my weapon in here.
Yeah. So from what my understanding is, I'll have
Wait.
to look at my box. But if you
Which one is my box?
Whatever box you chose.
In here, I didn't choose one.
Oh, in here? I don't know about that.
this is command, so if,
Yeah, Hodges is over here putting his shit.
It's
Yeah.
temporary. It's temporary.
oh okay.
Look,
Just so
I
while
know
we
you have
see
a great mustache, but it doesn't get you everywhere.
Yeah, Master, you can put your gun away. We're safe.
I'm never safe. But I keep my gun on safe. I'll throw it on my back. Yeah, what I'm trying to do right now is just figure out how to actually read the patrol reps that I've submitted.
We have the same face. Just like, brother.
I
Right.
promise we're fraternal twins.
Right.
All right. Yes.
Can you move the little bird like literally 3 feet to the left? Because my internet tweaked out and the rotor snagged.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cheers.
Which one am I looking at?
One in the red out hangar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I see what happened.
Yeah.
No worries.
I'm glad it doesn't affect me like it used to. We'd run through the whole fleet in one up.
All right, there you go. Where it should be. Okay, cool. So, I can't access the patrol rep for now, but I remember most of it. I can look at the maps and remember where we got. So from our operation today, we've secured Punta Cuervo, which is a pretty solid
Punta.
yeah, Punta
Puta Cuervo.
Punta Cuervo. Yeah.
Bitch beer.
So, that's a pretty solid, although fucking useless OP because there's no roads getting up there. So the only way that will be utilized is via air. There's no other way. There's no
There's
reasonable
only
way.
one quad there.
Nah,
Yeah.
look at the one to the south.
Yeah, I know Rob Strepo.
Rob
It's
Strepo, that's even
worse.
better.
I remember. I went there with trucks. I wanted to see if it was possible. Not.
Huh?
So
Why?
It's very steep.
it's very steep.
Why would you even torture yourself with that?
Because we had to see if it was feasible. It's
Do you
not.
enjoy pain? Is that a
Yes.
kink? Like,
Yes.
you've got a fucking Rob Stepo kink?
Yes. So we traveled to that FOB. It's a reasonable enough position. It can be used to resupply in this region. I would choose that over Rob Strepo, which is even more out of the way and not really near anything strategic. We've also confirmed that the town of Hasada.
Hassad? Yeah, Hassad.
That's what it's called. Yeah, I can't
Hassad.
find. Yeah, Hassad is it.
Yeah.
Hassad has at least 2 squads worth of men, if not 3.
Yeah, 3 is what I counted.
3 squads. We then had mortar teams as well. When we moved on further north, when we went to look at Entacora, sorry, that's the big problem for tonight is just this gigantic thing here.
Not even
like-
that big of a town.
No, but it's a
big
massive
farming village.
Yeah, full of dudes.
Bus size element.
Yeah, there's bus size. They were on a field trip actually. They were on a field trip to the opium mine, to the
Yeah.
opium fields.
For real.
The local high school.
Sections, even platoon size element, I would say.
Yeah. Definitely at least a platoon, if not more, which is the annoying bit.
I was trying to find any hardware down there. I didn't catch anything. I didn't see the grenade turret that you referenced. However,
Mhm.
I saw no other hardware
Okay.
in my line of sight. I was
Yeah.
scanning the buildings for anything on the rooftops.
It was in the furthest back corner of the grid. Like I think it was 097144 was a mounted grenade launcher, and there was a table on the back, and it looked like some like laptops and shit. So they were discussing something.
Okay.
Or figuring
We
something.
probably have a
out.
command post there.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm
gonna
thinking.
be a high value target in the future.
Mhm.
Keep in mind on the opium fields, there are buildings on the perimeter of those fields.
Yeah.
Yep, I can see it on the map.
Small little huts.
And they were running within the field too.
Mhm.
They were
Yes,
fucking
That
sprinting.
terrain looked actually kind of difficult.
Yeah, no, this will be a tough
Like,
town to hit.
The place that we were at, actually, even though the rocks there kind of sucked, that general location would be great for support by fire.
Yeah.
Even across that valley to the other mountainside is pretty good too. It's pretty steep, but you got less trees over there.
Yeah. Because we might have to assault it differently. I mean, we could drive in like usual, depending on.
I mean,
It,
we'd
it
have to
just,
start from like Restrepo to drive in.
That's what I'm saying. Is it depends on what the mission ends up being. So.
We were driving from base now. Like we need a refuel at Restrepo or something. That's a long
The
drive.
fuel burn isn't that bad. You burn about a quarter of a tank getting to Strepo, so
Oh, okay.
you
But
could do
still.
it in one run. The problem is the vehicles from here. If we were to take it on the direct path, the MSR leading in that direction, it would take us the full operation time just to get there.
Yeah.
Because uphill you get like so we took the up armored MATVs and then also the Logi trucks with us, and we maxed for about an hour and a half, 4 kilometers an hour.
So then the next thing is
no, we gotta fly in there. If we hit
yeah.
that target, we have to land above them
Mm-hmm.
on the peak and come down.
We will
at 'em.
not be driving any vehicles, or if anything, we'd have to set up a whole different RRC op to drive vehicles and set up there.
Yeah,
have the
that'd have to
vehicles
be a
set up.
separate logistics operation for us.
Yeah,
to
because the
make it possible
Chinook
for
cannot
them.
lift anything above the SUV.
Oh
Yeah.
well, there's where my suggestion goes.
Yeah, the Chinook, as strong as it is, it can't lift our MATVs because they're fucking heavy, especially up the mountain.
Chinook carrying a Mat B?
Plausible.
Well, the question is, what's next week's Ranger mission gonna be?
That's what we're gonna figure out. So I wanted to get an idea of what's to our west because we have intel from the last Ranger, or not from the last RRC op, this past one, for Marmacour, Kenya, or Kenny K, and those regions. We know that those are, and Mandagara. We know that those are hostile strongholds as well. So it's logical that the Rangers are going to continue on, but we also need to be aware and cognizant that we will have to go out west eventually.
Or even a separate week for RRC to hit a high value target and fucking get out.
Yeah.
Quicker kind of
The alternative
Ranger
is
element.
the alternative
we're
is
still
what
at the
we
very
could do.
beginning, so it's like we're
Mhm.
trying to figure out, you know,
Exactly.
are we trying to stretch a couple of sections and then connect the dots in between, or are we gonna
Yeah.
leapfrog from
So,
position to position?
Yeah, actually, what I think logically would make the most sense for now is to continue north with the Rangers. We have the vehicle assets up at Mike 2. We can get those back on the MSR heading through Mandagara. We can deal with everything on the eastern side, so we can push through Mandagara. We can establish a presence in this region. We're gonna have to go and secure Camp Kino at some point to make sure that our progress isn't negated. I can when I logged on earlier today, I looked into the town and some of you guys were here, and I think you're all tracking. Mahafazar is pretty much clean when it comes to Op 4. We've pretty much neutralized the threat.
Back.
Yeah, assuming ANA can maintain its dominance there for now, it's looking good. It's looking good.
Okay.
That's, of course we're kind of
Because the
waiting
other question is like, because we're close at Mike 2, when do we go back to that town and do like humanitarian mission and try to keep the peace?
Yeah. We may have to
maybe
on a separate
ensure...
recon op do that.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering is, would it be more of a recon op? Because what we'd be
Well,
looking
I mean,
for
I
would
say
be like
recon,
a
but like
recruitment depot or something.
Yeah.
I think what for the aid, I think what we'll do is on Saturday, as people trickle in, their warm-up activity will be to distribute the aid, since we'll be at Mike 2. So we'll just get people to carry shit down, deliver it that way.
On early,
That just makes the most logical sense.
Is it worth taking a crate of fucking, what is it, rice and water?
There already is one up there.
Never mind.
But good thing. The one thing that we'll need, and that this is something that we'll have to wait on Chase for, is to make sure we get adequate fuel, because we will start to run low on fuel. If our vehicles take any damage and the fuel tanks get damaged, we'll start to leak fuel. So that'll be our
I
limiting
don't know if there's any
factor.
fuel up there, so
Yeah, there
Well,
isn't
see,
at the moment.
That's why I'm wondering if, like, we should maybe drop in and go towards, Camp Kino, like you're saying, and potentially try to get a foot patrol that could go back and forth between these two fobs.
I think that'd be
connect the dots that
worthwhile.
way instead of wasting the gas to drive it.
Drive around.
Yeah,
that's fair. I mean, that might be worthwhile, but we still inevitably have to hit Mandagara. We still have to hit Lolo Salam, and if we just insert the foot patrols, they won't have the support from the armored vehicles. So if there's if for whatever reason from further north more hostiles come through, they're going to be severely limited capability wise. But
yeah,
I agree.
Coming
I agree.
in
Yeah.
from Mike 2, I think you're right. We should go to Mandagara.
I agree, though. It is feasible to establish a patrol route between Camp Kino and Malhafazar and kind of, as it were, work our way like linearly back.
I have a question. Like I was saying, posing the option for setting up a ranger mission between weeks, if they have a whole squad together or something, like if 1-1 or 1-2 get their whole squad together midweek, would potentially coming in at the current fob Mike 2 and then doing a foot patrol.
That's
like
exactly
maybe
my thought.
Or foot patrol to the next fob through
that's
harsh
reasonable.
terrain.
I mean, I think that's reasonable.
Because that seems to be 1, 2, 3. It's like little over 3 clicks or so. It's within the 5-kilometer range.
Yeah. I mean, so I just drew on the map here.
And then do like 3 clicks and back, because the other problem it has is it has a town too, so it might involve a little bit of reconnaissance. If you were to go from like a straight line, you might have to stop at one of the hilltops there and look at that town, or bypass it, or stop short, or I don't know if that would be
I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
smart.
No.
Now that I'm
I
seeing
think
that town there, I didn't see it before when I mentioned it previously, but that might be a little too dangerous if that's hostile.
Yeah, there's a little town right outside of Camp Kino.
So maybe like I would possibly call like a long range reconnaissance with a ranger team and actually make them go, I don't know, almost all the way there, but probably south. That'd be, and then they could look at the town and then, I don't know, probably fall back. I wouldn't want to necessarily engage that with no backup.
I'm tracking. Yeah, so if you saw on the map,
I just another recon mission, but it might be a larger scale. So I don't know. That's just my
I mean,
thoughts.
yeah. So set that up with your squads if you want to do that, because we got the intel now.
Definitely. Yeah, like I said, if you see on the map, I kind of drew these like 3 lines and then one perpendicular through. I like the idea of doing that patrol, because then what we can kind of do is set up that corridor. Like we have established a line of Blue 4, and we just gonna push them to the northeast. Like we can just progressively move them, so we don't have to then hit like Mandagara and then take a left turn and then go through Kenny K and Los Salam and Spetsehir. Like if we drop the guys in, if 1-1 or 1-2 either separately or together, or just happen to be on, and you've submitted that request to do the patrol halfway through the week, and you're going to hit Camp Kino, then I mean that's great, because that'll establish a bipole for us to move along through. So I think that's solid.
Yeah, and then we can have like the main driving elements keep to the road
Mandagara.
north.
Yeah.
Do we have recon on Camp Kino town?
Here? No, we didn't get that far. We stopped at Lolo Salam.
Gotcha. I mean, I've been
if I were to
flying
take
past
my
it a
men
few
in there
times
though,
today, and I haven't been shot at.
I could take my men in there, and we could come in this way, and they would never know. They wouldn't see us. We could come in this way, and the village wouldn't see us. However, if there were any insurgents on the outskirts and the perimeter of the village, they would know.
Yeah.
And if they engaged, they'd get the hands. But if we get in here, I would have my boys set up a 360 and start a little bit of a recon from here. Just recon it from here. If we see any enemies,
I mean, if you have
we would
guys
either
at the
report
base,
it if
it's a
we
good defense
engage.
position.
Right, exactly. We have the high ground on the village by about, I'd say, 100 meters, maybe a bit more. So
Something
we'd
along
have at
those
least
lines,
a bit of
yeah.
eyes down, and these are cliff sides. So I figure if they were going to come up at us, they'd have to at least closely follow the road.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all that steep, but over here it's pretty steep, and
Yeah.
you know.
The thing I will say is, just as a reminder, if you guys are moving as a single squad, like just stay aware of what firepower you do have,
Yes.
because you won't have necessarily the same support as we do on operation days, right? So just keep that in mind, and don't get too ambitious.
Right.
If you see, like, if you get to like 1611 or something like that, or you're looking in, you see like fucking 3 squads worth, it's like, all right, cool, we're turning around, you know.
Well, that's what I was
Right,
wondering.
right.
Just as, you know, maybe like only going halfway and at least guaranteeing like, okay, we got
Yeah.
at least halfway. Come back next time out. Go maybe three-quarters of the way.
Yeah.
You know, and just like keep going back and forth between that
I
terrain,
like,
just to make sure that it's clear that you could maybe then up the tempo through it next time.
For sure.
And then, you know, I'm just, you know, maybe, and then that gives the opportunity of getting used to it too.
I like the idea.
Terrain.
Like the idea of walking a series of ridge lines or hilltops like this ridge, or you know, if we were to start, there's pretty much a good series of ridges right here. We could come up and get on this one and potentially move here and then have a visual in, because this is much higher. We have about a 200-meter incline on this village from here. You know, so maybe
a good finger too.
Well, I don't like going that far into open country without support, though. The only way I would come out here is if 1-1 and 1-2 happen to be on together. I would not take my guys this far out. This is just something of a scenario where we had
activate it there anyway.
Well,
I mean, if
that's
you don't
true.
Get too far, if you don't get close enough, you know, you could turn up your view distance, but it still you may not see anything worth seeing.
Well, just like what happened to us, we saw the town. I saw some boxes to Edsar, but nothing was fucking spawned in until we got.
I mean, Hodges, this is about 600 meters, and we were getting engaged at about 600 meters.
It's possible.
At the
They
very
were shooting
least,
at us
walking
about
the
that
terrain
time.
back and forth, I think, will help.
They were spawning in, I think, about 1,000
territory and stuff too. And
You can see shit. You can easily see shit at.
I think the
500,
render distance is
600,
definitely, I
700
think,
meters.
1,000 or 1,000 meters. Yeah, sorry, I was about to say 1,000
Less than
kilometers,
1,000
and then I was
spawn.
like, what? Big brain. Yeah. So the render is pretty small, or pretty close in proximity, so you don't have a lot of time to react. That's kind of nice when the air boys fly over and trigger it for us.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm still hesitant. Yeah. No, it does. It does definitely. I'm just saying, for the sake of, like when you're doing your patrols, it's a bit more tricky because you have to account for the fact that it's not going to be, 1,500 meters. It's more going to be like 800. Yeah. So just when you are putting it together, when you're talking to your boys, just go ahead through PersCom, send me a message with your planned route, the contingency plans that you have, the points that you're going to hit, just so that I can have that, and then I'll approve it. Yeah, so
sounds good.
Basically, I think that concludes the debrief. Does anyone have anything else to say?
Just let me know if you guys are, I'm thinking Wednesday is a good idea. I'm gonna try to get a forum post for my guys out to see just to put feelers out to see how many I can muster that day.
Well, I'm thinking of trying to do, instead of like a training, do like an.
It's not gonna be. Yeah, I've been telling my guys that there won't be training. It will be patrols.
Yeah,
and
if there's training, they're doing it inside the wire.
Yeah. So like my thoughts are like, first thing, probably do fucking what do you call it?
Ah.
The Hearts and Minds
Yes.
mission to the
It
closest
is.
town, right? Just make sure that nothing bad there's because it's close.
That's
And then we
Mahafazar
could-
there.
Yeah, and then we could, extend it out to the patrols after that, and have those two be like the primary two.
I
side
still think we
missions.
could walk at least Mahafazar right here.
Oh, no,
you know.
I think we could.
Just do the kilometer area around it, just something that's, hour, 2 hours. But
Yeah,
I
you
would
could do that.
absolutely
You could
love
do the humanitarian aid
push.
delivery. You could also do the long push to. So that's like 3 potential side missions we could do.
all right. I am willing to, get the fuck out of here. Okay. I am willing.
I'm willing to get the fuck out of here.
I'm willing to do that too, but I'm willing to connect with you to figure out what we want to do and get that try to coordinate that between our 2 squads. So
Do it.
hell yes. All right. I'm gonna go try to put this
shit.
gear in my fucking box.
How are you in the back? Okay.
Let's not.
Magic.
I don't want to do any of that.
Here's
shit
how
here.
we read it. Okay.
One thing goes wrong and there's just computers all over the floor. There's chairs. Oh,
Watch
ow.
out! Watch out!
I didn't know you were dragging a chair. That's fucking lethal, dude.
Don't break shit,
I'll
guys.
put the
Come
chair
on.
back up.
You're
Come on,
gently
guys, don't
rolling a
break shit.
chair near me.
Come on,
That
Jesus
could
Christ.
kill
I'm
me.
gently rolling a chair into you.
I'm a bit concerned about these
I am
lockers.
bleeding because of a chair.
Hold on.
You
I was gonna
stitch me.
fix you.
We are bandaged down because of you.
That's one
Bad.
bandage.
Bad.
One fucking bandage.
Bad.
Not my chair's fault.
I hate you guys. I hate you guys all with a burning passion.
Alright, I'm gonna go to my around there.
I'm gonna go reattach the rotor blades real quick.
I already did. Can you help doing that? Can you like... Alright, bye. Fuck you then.
No, it's alright. I'll look at it.